Next question. How is a workshop at a Congress different from a workshop that we do every day in Rav's lesson?
This really connects to also the bigger question of how does anything in a convention different from not in a convention. And we need to understand there's a lot to this question, and I'll let my friends continue, but I'll just start with one very important aspect. Rav Laitman gives so much of himself in these conventions that you just want to be there to absorb that. You want to be with him in a shared space and a bunch of people who want the same thing with you to experience this one place that is being elevated together with Rav Laitman towards spirituality. You just don't want to miss that. And so in a workshop, in a convention, what happens is that the intensity and the sensitivity is so high, the air becomes so thick, because everything you're surrounded with all your senses, all your 5 physical senses as well, are all supporting the spiritual effort that you're making. And so I'll let my friends just take it from there.
And we have to remember that Congress is a result of the preparation of the world clean. All the desires, all the efforts are directed to that moment, to that event, and one is connected to that. One is absorbed by that. So every Congress is a milestone in our spiritual advancement.
It's a milestone. It's like asking, what's the difference if you're an athlete? What's the difference between these regular races you take part in and the Olympics? So the Congress is like the Olympics. Everyone prepares for it and comes, dressed in their best clothes because the event is huge. Rav Laitman comes there and as the friend said, he gives everything. And the friends are there with this huge desire that brings out even more. So you have to be there to experience it.
And this torch from the Olympics will be coming from Milan, from Italy, and we will light it here also in Los Angeles. And really this feeling that everybody comes with this will to annul themselves and feel this desire and connect to our greatest Rav that connect to the upper world, connect to the spirituality, and really want to bring it to everybody in the world. This is really the feeling, this warmth that kind of covering you throughout these 3 days. And I can tell you from personal experience, being virtual for so many years, and every year or a couple of times a year, you get making this connection with Rav in a Congress that can give you fuel for many months and years ahead.
Which is the reason why Rav tells us that in one single event, and you can feel it on your flesh, you can feel it, anyone that's gone to it can feel it. One single event is like 6 months worth of study. In a lousy 2-3 days, it's the equivalent progression of each of us for a half a year. Who wouldn't trade that? I mean, it's this massive jump for us, which we always experience, and something that is literally beyond one's logic or comprehension has to be experienced.
I can only tell you what I'm telling the students in Europe, and please try to believe that I'm putting all of my heart now inside, because it's not about getting you just to come to Congress. It's really, I really want that you will come, because this is a chance to have a brand, a brand of spirituality. You're meeting the upper. The upper is Rav, you have a contact with the upper. You will see, you will feel it. For the first time, you have a contact with the friends, and not just a contact that you're watching through a screen. We need this contact because we're in this world, in the physical world. We need to feel it once, just once, this touch with a spiritual feeling which lasts for 3 days. And after we will have this like brand, this true feeling that, yes, there is this spirituality, these feelings exist, and this circle can give me so much. When you will have that, then you could continue virtually like Moshe, like many friends. But if you have the chance, once in a lifetime really, to meet the upper, this is the point, from as I feel it, the real point of the freedom of choice, where you can really choose for the first time. I would never miss this Congress.